Hi Leo, this is Imani, and this is your shortened version of your weekly reading for April 10th to the 16th, 2017. These messages are also for that of Leo, Sun, Moon, and Rising, okay? So Leo, on Monday, before I go off on anything, I want to say when I was placing out the cards, I was getting a message about traveling empty-handed. So that can mean anything to anyone, okay? So that can mean literally traveling without baggage, emotional baggage, traveling solo. It could just mean you having had to leave a relationship in order to move into another one, etc. So it could be however you take it can mean have a variety of meanings attached to it. Okay, so Leo, on Monday you have the Nine of Earth here. So this is basically enjoying the fruits of your labor, enjoying what you work so hard for. Okay, so it's being able to relax. I feel like you're financially stable. You don't have any money worries right now. I feel like you have people who support you, who back you. Okay, you could be tied to an Earth sign, a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, where this could be your partner and they also do very well at work and you work very well with them. Okay, if not that kind of situation, I do feel like you have someone in your life that's failing to understand something. So that could mean they're failing to understand the kind of work that you do. They're failing to understand where you are emotionally with them, or vice versa. Okay, so someone's failing to understand you is what it feels like. I feel like your emotions, I feel like you have some kind of emotional tie to an earth sign person is what this feels like to me. And it's like you don't really know how to move forward from this person. If not that, I feel like you really want to like be with this person, but you already have you're already tied. So it's almost like you're trying your best to, I feel like you could even be trying to like work hard to keep this person around is what I feel like they could be trying. There's some element of them like trying to move away from you, but you want them near you. Okay, so it's like keeping somebody, trying your best, trying very hard to keep this person around, doing everything you can to keep them around because you love them, you care about them, you don't want them to go anywhere farther away from you. If not that, I do feel like you could be traveling to see someone, but it's like there's some kind of like surprise element to this travel. It's almost like popping up at their home unannounced, like you didn't call, you just popped up there, or you're visiting this person and they know that you're coming, and it's like you're coming with something, you're coming with some kind of surprise to like their home, to their job, etc. On Tuesday, you have a guardian angel here. You could be someone else's guardian angel, or they could be yours, but I feel more so that you could be them. Okay, and with this, you could be a angel to, you could be a guardian angel to an earth sign person. You're coming into their life, you're proposing something to them. It could be like even a job, a new idea, something that's gonna get them stable in life, something really big, like something that's gonna keep them, literally keep them around is what it feels like to me. With this also, I feel like um, there's something here. The guardian angel represents temperance in the Rider-Waite deck. So I feel like there's some kind of patience needed to deal with this person. This could even be you needing patience within yourself to make some kind of choice. Okay, and I feel like you there's something I'm hearing where it's like someone is telling someone else that they love them. This could even be coming to you from someone else, or you're doing this to someone else, because this almost seems to me like you may have like it's like falling in love with a friend. Okay, so it's like whereas you did have a relationship, now you're like in love with someone else, or maybe you're trying to like be with your partner, but maybe there's an earth sign person that's in the way, or like you have a partner, but it's like, yeah, there's definitely someone else in like the picture here, and your partner is emotionally tied to someone else, but it's like they're physically there for you, they're there for you, like they're emotionally there for you, but then they have an emotional tie or connection to someone else that could be an earth sign is what it feels like. And because of that, it has been affecting your relationship. Maybe your partner has been acting out, they can't stop thinking about this other person, and it's like, well, do you really want to be with me, or do you want to be with them? So it's like an obvious thing. So it's like you're like talking about them. It's like everything, every little thing that you do or your partner does has to do with this other person. And it's like it's kind of like making you a little bit annoyed, and it's like you're needing patience to really deal with it, because deep down inside, I feel like you know that this is going to help this person out, but it's like they're talking about it so much, it's making you feel small, is what it feels like to me. It's making you feel like you're not as important, or you're making someone feel like they're not as important because they're not giving you any time. You're not giving them any time, is what it feels like to me, okay? And it's almost like they're trying to like, there's this energy of them trying to like backstab you, or you trying to do this to them because someone's not spending enough time with someone else, basically. On Wednesday, you have Yansa. Okay, Yansa, this is like about, this is a very spiritual card. It can actually even be you towering over everyone and everything. Could be you doing really well at work as well. And with this, I'm even hearing like power. Like you have a lot of power. And people kind of like, people are jealous of that for some reason. And it's like, maybe you feel like someone around you has a lot of power. Like they know everything. Like they're psychic. This could even be you. Okay? And it's like, there's some kind of jealousy associated with that. It's almost like it's almost like you're jealous of someone that has very good psychic ability. Someone does something very well and like you're scowling at it. Like you're undercover scowling at it. And it's like, it's making you uncomfortable, is what it feels like to me, okay? And that's why patience is needed here, because you're afraid of like losing like credibility. You're afraid of losing like clientele. You're afraid of losing something here to do with business because of somebody else in the picture that is like tower, or this, if not like a business situation, it could even be you rocking your mind about somebody here. And that's what's causing your work ethic to kind of like deteriorate a little bit because of someone else, another energy, another person. On Thursday, you have the Ace of Fires here. So new beginnings, possibly with a fire sign. You are a fire sign. But this also has to do with like an Aries and a Sagittarius as well. This could be you. I feel like you're traveling. This could be you traveling alone, traveling with someone, having had to get rid of some kind of situation first before you're able to make the travel. Having to heal is also what I feel like before you could also do that. Okay? And there's something here where like someone is trying to take some kind of travel, but there's some kind of loss with a ticket. So maybe someone dropped their ticket. There's some kind of loss here. There could have a loss. Yeah. Yeah, I feel very heavy. I'm not a person. I feel like more like a material thing was lost. This could even be hope for something or someone. Like you're afraid of losing hope for something or somebody in your life is what it feels like to me. Like you don't want to lose hope for them. You're trying to, I feel like I said, you're trying your best to like stay with someone, trying to make it work with them, but it's like their mind is stuck somewhere else, and it could have to do with the earth sign, or it could have to do with the earth sign person could have like be very far away, and their mind is still stuck on that person, or it's like not being able to move forward, like even in a job where someone may have left a job and now it's like you're like, I always look at these aces as like going back to square one again because someone is gone. Okay. On Friday, you have Zapana Shapana. This represents a sign of Virgo. You could be you could be interacting with one, but this also has to deal with like spiritual introspection. It could also be you hiding something from someone, like a secret, a surprise, something like that. And with this, it could even be you hiding grief, hiding sadness about something that's going on. Like I said, someone could have up and left a job. Someone could have up and left a relationship. And that's what's bringing on some kind of sadness here. You're disappointed. You don't understand what you're trying to figure out where like you went wrong. Or they're trying to figure out where they went wrong. I feel like there's some kind of regret associated with this card as well, where you feel like you could have done more for them, but it was too late. They could have left you. They could have traveled further away from you, etc. with this card. And it's almost like there's some feeling of you wanting someone back. Okay, so like I said, someone could have left you, or you left someone else. Okay, but someone wants someone else back here very heavily. Alright, it could be a job, relationship, etc. On Saturday, you have Oshala. Oshala represents the Emperor, the sign of Aries. Whereas, like I said, you did have, there's Aries energy, fire energy going on here. And with this, I feel like there's something here where, like, I feel like tempted to leave. Someone's tempted, like I said, with someone and leaving. I feel like you could be tempted to leave in Aries, or they're tempted to leave you. They're tempted to there's also this kind of element where they're not trustworthy. Like, this Aries person isn't trustworthy if they are an Aries. If not, I feel like you're dealing with someone who was in high power, that cannot be trusted. Like a older male figure cannot be trusted with your feelings, with your information, etc. This could also be you telling someone else in your life, not be so trusting of other people, because you don't know what they're capable of doing to you. Okay, is what this also feels like. It's not necessarily negative in the sense that, like, if it was a surprise, it's almost like you being in a situation where someone was complaining about something not being real, or something not making sense to them, something happening to their life, and then maybe someone was hiding something about why they were going through it, their, like, transformation, whatever that may be, and now it's like you're seeing the truth. Okay, you could be finding this out online. You could be talking to someone about this. It could be like internet communication, etc. But it's almost like a spiritual. There's some kind of spiritual tie associated with this card. Some kind of spiritual exposure. Something on the spiritual front is making a lot more sense to you, based on some kind of choice you made in a relationship. It could even be like a soulmate energy. Maybe you're deciding to be with you feel like you're spiritually tied to like a fire sign person, but I feel like if this is an Aries, it feels like it's like there's there's an energy of needing to let go very heavily, and also I feel like a soulmate. So having to let go of someone else to move on with a new person, but you feel like is like your soulmate. Okay, is what that feels like to me. On Sunday, you get the 5 of Water, so you got some grief, loss, and sadness going on here, and with this like with that letting go of that relationship, I do feel like there's some evidence. Okay, so maybe some evidence in terms of like figuring out something here, having to deal with someone in your life. But with that, I feel like there's some type of energy going on here, whereas, like I said, we're having to let go of someone in order to move forward. I feel like it's like, it's almost like you can't let go though. It's like you're holding on very tightly to this person, to this job, to this situation, this project, but it's hard. It's you're not able to do it, and it could be you having to let go of maybe a water sign, a Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This person I feel like was much older than you, and you having to let go of them. Okay, for whatever reason. But you having to let go, is bringing you in some kind of, it's like it's something that there's some kind of learning, there's some kind of lesson through letting go of something, or through a loss of some kind. There's a lesson learned here. Okay. All right then, Leo, that concludes your reading. I hope that was enjoyable for you, and most importantly, I hope that it was insightful. Okay. All right then, Leo, take care. Bye.